What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Eddie Express DFS podcast, presented to you by Draft Dashboard. Today is a special day for me. I am celebrating 20 years of being a type 1 diabetic, so it's always kind of a fun day for me. A little bit of an anniversary for me, but just a little fun information to help you get to know me better, some fun facts. Yesterday we were up a few dollars. We're just going to be playing one single entry lineup today. We might throw it into the big tournament too, because I have a pretty tournament heavy lineup. Point guard today, I went with CJ McCollum. It's basically just a price point play. He's still just too cheap at 6,100. It's a decent matchup for him. And against Oklahoma City, he's been either kind of boom or bust. He's been either in the 20s or in the 40s to 50s. I just think McCollum makes a lot of sense. I think he'll be pretty popular. As you can see, he's got a 58% expected ownership. It's a 2-game slate, though, so you're going to see high ownership across the board. But he was my point guard today. Just to give you a quick look, Lillard's got a 60% ownership, and Westbrook has a 33. I'm not going to be playing Westbrook. I think Westbrook will, be pretty popular, but I'm going to load up elsewhere. Shooting guard today. I went with Malcolm Brogdon. Again, not the greatest matchup against the Pacers, as they rank out pretty well defensively, but I just think he makes sense and he kind of fit for my lineup. The other player that I put in there in one of the guard spots was Wesley Matthews. Just a good matchup for them. The Bucks actually give up quite a bit of threes, and that's what he does. He shoots threes. Against Milwaukee, he's played fairly decent, kind of boom or bust again, either in the low, in the 20s or in the upper 30s. Someone I'm willing to take a chance on. Small forward, this is where I paid up. I went and got George. George is just too cheap. He's got a 50% expected ownership. Again, it's a 2-game slate. But he plays very well against Portland, as you can see, 87, 64, 53. I think people are going to kind of shy away from him because he's coming back from an injury, or after being out for a little bit. But he played 38 minutes in his first game back. I don't think there's any concerns with Paul George. So give me him. And then I also paid up and went and got Giannis. I just don't see anyone on Indiana being able to defend him. I have no idea who they're going to have try and defend him. My guess would be Thaddeus Young, but good luck. Not very good against the position, but still a pretty good defense. So I went and got Giannis at 30% expected ownership. Power forward, I went with Mirotic. Again, I just think that the price makes sense. I'm not in love with Mirotic today, but he fit for my lineup, and I really like my lineup, so we're going to roll with him. We'll see his little recency log here. If he gets you 29 at 4,800 on a 2-game slate, you're going to be pretty happy. So that's kind of what I'm looking for with him. And then center, I didn't like anybody at the top. I think, between Nurkic and Turner, there's, 75% of the ownership, and the majority of it's going to go back to Steven Adams. I actually went with Enes Kanter. He does have a 37% expected ownership, but I just think that I don't like the top guys too much in their matchups. I don't like Turner, even though Milwaukee does pretty well against centers. I don't like Turner. Today, Turner's a guy I like in certain matchups, and today is just not the right matchup for him. Adams doesn't play well against Portland. Nurkic is kind of, in the middle to lower upside against OKC. I guess at 6,700, if he gets you anywhere in the 40s, you're going to be pretty happy. But I just rolled with Kanter because he made a lot of things fit for me. He's been playing a decent amount of minutes off the bench, and I just think he's a good guy to roll the dice on, you know. I mean, he's got a 82% chance of hitting 5x value, so I'm going to give me some Enes Kanter. Alrighty, let's go into the lineup optimizer. And let's see if we can remember how we built this. We didn't have Schroeder up here. We had McCollum. So let's get McCollum, Wes Matthews. That looks good. That looks good. Malcolm Brogdon. And then we went, instead of Amino, we went and got Harkless. So here's our lineup. McCollum, Wes Matthews, Mirotic, George, Kanter, Brogdon, Giannis, Harkless. That's what we're going to be playing in the single entry series. We might throw it in the big tournament, but I don't like getting too invested on the 2-game slate because really anything can happen. Let's take a look at FanDuel quick. Center on FanDuel, I don't know if I would like Kanter as much. I think I might just play, Nurkic over. He's expensive over here. I'd just play. I don't know. Probably wouldn't play Giannis over here at that price tag. I think that's just a little too much over here. 12.5. George is also quite a bit more expensive over here. I'd probably try and build a Damian Lillard lineup over here. I'm kind of in on the Westbrook fade today. Mirotic is fine there. You go get like Ilyasova. Come down from Thad Young and get Grant. Tougher build over here on FanDuel today, in my opinion, but I'd like to get up off Corey Joseph. Maybe we could roll with Kanter over here. Ilyasova, Thad Young. Go Thad Young. Look for another drop over on this side. It's just hard to calculate a drop on a 2-game slate. I don't know. McCollum's pretty expensive over here. We could go down and get Schroeder. Try and calculate a drop and get Ilyasova. Then you're looking at Bledsoe. Or maybe you just go get Westbrook and you put Corey Joseph back in there. Brogdon. Something like this on FanDuel. Westbrook, Joseph, Brogdon, Schroeder, George, Kanter, Ilyasova, Young. It's a lot of Thunder, but I think you could live with it. I don't think I'm going to be playing on FanDuel today, but just a kind of a look at it, a quick look. Ilyasova being the guy that we're taking a chance on, and then Joseph, which one of those two would be your drop. Alrighty, guys. Well, I hope you guys have a good Thursday afternoon. Here's again another look at the cheat sheet. If you need to look at it. Remember, you can try out all the tools that I'm using in this video. 30 days for $1 by clicking my link in the description below. Really helps you rank out players, gives you ownership, gives you the projection to hit their value, the chance that they're going to hit their value. All these great tools. You can do this. You can click on this and get it for every single player if you want. Cool stuff over here. Have yourselves a good Thursday. Click the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you.